July 22nd, this is Dave Shurter. I just want to assure people that the evil that we're seeing has to take place. It has to take place. In the end, there can be no doubt in people's minds with the evil because we are at a period where we have to make a choice. And the separation of families, um, Melania Trump. I mean, the question has yet to be asked, when has this woman ever worn a $39 coat? You know, they, when? You know, it's blatant and in our faces. They don't care. This is their end goal. Um, I've talked before about this move to move the embassy into Jerusalem and people saying that it's fulfilling biblical prophecy. Well, let's follow that biblical prophecy to the end. What's supposed to happen is that in this temple, in this building, which doesn't make any difference, a sacrifice is supposed to occur. And that sacrifice is to make the Antichrist feel like he is above God. Now, I'm not saying that Donald Trump is the Antichrist, but I think that there is a good possibility that he believes he's just as powerful as the Antichrist. I think that this dude who just went and said that he's more elite than the elite, I think that it could be quite possible that he feels like he's untouchable. And his administration definitely feels like it's untouchable. What we're seeing is that these people, one of their mantras is order out of chaos. And that is easy to deal with when you control the chaos. You can bring order out of it. But what we're getting ready to see is that what happens when the chaos isn't under your control. And this immigration policy, I think we're going to see a switch here quite soon. They're saying that there are rumblings now in this super volcano that's in New Mexico. If that goes, the immigration is going to reverse because everyone up here is going to flee south. And so we're going to see a change. And I would hope that we are not greeted with the same indifference and apathy and just flat out evil that we are perpetrating now. Everything is in God's hands. This evil is coming forward, and it must come forward because we are called to make a choice. Those who defend it and want to extol it, yeah, they're going to be caught. They're going to be judged. But not making a decision, just going with the flow, those people are also going to be caught. Jesus Christ himself said that the lukewarm will be vomited out with all the rest. The problem is that we have to make a choice. And will we put ourselves out there to make that choice? He who fights to keep his life will lose it. He who gives his life for God will find life eternal. They can say that these rules aren't fair and that God is mean and doesn't exist because what loving God would do that. But God told us. He warned us. We have been warned from the very beginning. And just because we don't like what's happening, just because we don't like the parameters of what has been laid out before us, doesn't change anything. Your opinion doesn't change anything. But your actions will set up where you go. You know, they can quote the Bible all they want, but there are two commandments that were given to us by Jesus Christ himself. Love God, love everyone else. If you're not doing that, you're going to be claimed by the darkness. And in the darkness, there is no God. There is no love and there is no mercy. And so you can twist and use whatever Bible scripture you want, but this is the way it's gonna work out. And you can like it, you cannot like it. It doesn't make any difference. It makes no difference. We were told what was going to happen a long time ago. And now it's starting to happen, and you can dislike it, you can argue against it, you can claim that it's unfair, but none of that is going to make any difference in the end. What we're doing, what we're seeing is flat out evil. Taking children away from parents is flat out evil. The stuff that is happening is nothing but fascism. We are seeing fascism take over. And it's like in that Star Wars thing, that line from Star Wars. It's the mankind falls apart with thunderous applause. And that's what's happening. You watch the rallies of Donald Trump, and you can see that's happening. It's not the republic that's fallen, it's humanity that's fallen. And it's being done with applause and laughter. And that isn't going to bode well for any of us. But for those of you who are losing faith, realize we are at the dawn of a new beginning. And this evil is not going to last. Nothing on this side lasts. And things are going to get really chaotic. Hold on to your faith. Do what you know is right in your heart, and act accordingly, I guess, or suffer the consequences. But once you find yourself in the darkness, there'll be no one who hears your pleas and no one who cares. Just as we're seeing with many people now. They don't hear others' pleas, and they don't care. Melania's $39 jacket says it quite clearly, So, that's it.